Alright, looks like we got about an hour until the film starts. Grab a little bite to eat at the top floor next to the IMAX theater. Bar, panorama. You know, may not be healthy, but makes you happy, and happy is healthy, right? Well, we also have the Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania Japanese pamphlet. Considering the size and weight of this, it's actually cheaper than other film pamphlets. They go for about just under $10 or so, if you convert currency. Let's take a look here. We have our main character, Scott Lang, as Ant-Man, and then John Majors as Kang the Conqueror, Master of Time, going head to head. And let's see what we got here. Drawn figures of our family, Casey, Ant-Man, and the Wasp. I guess they haven't thought of Casey's own superhero name. I guess she'll grow into that. Let's see, it looks like the history of Ant-Man, from his beginnings going up against Yellow Jacket, joining the fray in Captain Marvel's Civil War. Second film, Ant-Man and Wasp, Evangeline Lilly as Wasp. Introduction to the quantum realm. Let's see, we got here Avengers Endgame and Loki, which introduces Kang the Conqueror. Okay, and moving forward, we have here, let's see, Quantum World, explanation in Japanese. That's a lot of studying right there, but a lot of fun too. Here we have the story. Scott trying to reconnect with his daughter Casey, make up for lost time. Let's see, and then interviews other stars. We have Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, or Scott Lang. So we got Evangeline Lilly as Wasp. Here she is as Hope Van Dyne, or codename Wasp. Yeah. And then Catherine Newton. Hey, there you go. As Casey Lang. Alright. Interested to see what her powers will be like. Jonathan Major as Kang the Conqueror. I mean, you know, stories, great action adventure stories, really depend on the villain, so we'll see how this goes. Let's see, Michael Douglas, Hank Pym, Michelle Pfeiffer, Janet Van Dyne, Bill Murray as Krylar, hope I pronounced that correctly, Katie O'Brien, Jen Toda, I guess Quantum Realm Warrior. And here's some shots of the film, like that shot of Evangeline Lilly. But I think this frame, this shot right here, I think is exemplary of the problems that the MCU is having with special effects and their kind of design. Let's get into that. Okay, so what I mean is that a lot of these shots are really actually kind of flat. You'll have your your main character here center stage in the frame, and then all the other characters conveniently placed left and right. more like a kind of theater stage rather than a cinema screen. And so I think a lot of these shots, you see it in Phase 4 of Marvel, they just don't really come across as kind of, three-dimensional worlds. So I think it's kind of losing the audience, just one aspect of losing the audience. I mean, no real shots that go, wow, it's just kind of like, and here again, another example of this kind of, flat composition. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, we're in the biggest IMAX in Tokyo today. So, yeah, some production notes. I mean, his pamphlets are good for, behind the scenes information. For example, here we have pre-special effects shots. Let's take a look here at Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror there. Here, Catherine wired up there like a Wushu warrior. Yeah, it should be interesting. Let's see what else we got here. There you go. Interview with the producer Steven Broussard. There we go. So this is actually the kind of nice shot. See this in the trailer. Wasp, something exploding behind her. And let's see what we got here next. Intimate moment. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I like these kind of shots. They're always really kind of like touching, but hopefully the story will be up to par with a shot like that. Let's see what else we got here. Production designer Will Tay. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. But yeah, I don't know. These backgrounds, at least in these still shots, that really kind of feel flat. See how it translates on screen later on. I'm assuming this is a Celestial. Has that kind of design. But again, yeah, here we have center frame, main characters, and this kind of background with no vanishing point. It's 2D, even though the film's going to be presented in 3D, and we're paying extra to watch it in 3D. The composition is more like 2D. Yeah, going to be interested in seeing MODOK. I think that's MODOK. I'm assuming that's MODOK. This is written by Jeff Loveness. Let's see how Mr. Loveness writes this action adventure. Okay, your creature effects designer Connor O'Sullivan. Yeah, I don't really know how. I mean, the trailers on the internet with these kind of color designs, the primary colors, not really solid, no texture. I don't really think it raises any eyebrows. The wow eyebrows, more like the kind of eyebrows. And here, stuff I grew up with, the comic books. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, there you go. Seen that in the trailer. There's few more pages here. There we go. Wasp, Kang, Casey, but no Scott Lang. Is that a bit of foreshadowing there? And of course, merchandise. Yeah, so that's what you usually get with a Japanese film pamphlet. Yeah, I'm still about 50 minutes until the film starts, and yeah, time to have something to eat, so my stomach isn't growling over the soundtrack of the film. So, time to get fueled up. Quantumania in Japan, biggest IMAX in Tokyo. You know, back in the day, Marvel used to be called House of Ideas. Cardinal sin of this film is just, reinforcements come to save the day. Disney's gonna sell off, the Marvel.